guys, I'm back today with another wig review, this time a budget-friendly fashion wig from Janet Collection. So the wig that I have today is actually from the Color Me range, and the style that I have is Chic. So let me show you the stock card of this Janet Collection Color Me wig. So it's a lovely I guess a long bob that you can say. It comes in all these fantastic colors. The color that I have is actually the one on the stock card, and it's called PB Rainbow Gray. So PB Gray Light Rainbow. So essentially it's a really nice gray lilac shade, and it has some peekaboo rainbow highlights. So I thought I'd jump on trend and try some of these really cool fashion wigs. They are a lot more affordable than your normal medical wigs from John Renault, Rene of Paris, and some of the larger brands that us hair loss sisters know and wear. So yeah, I wanted to try a few styles. I purchased these from the US, this one from the US together with a few more that I'll be reviewing a little bit later. But yeah, she comes in all of these fantastic shades. As you can see down here, some really nice oranges, some turquoise, some blues. And as a matter of fact, one of my very good friends, Christy, has reviewed this blue one and another blue one on her channel. So I'll leave the link down below if you want to go check out some really cool blue Janet Collection Chic wigs that Christy's reviewed. So I'll actually open up the package. As you can see, it comes in this long plastic sleeve. It doesn't come in a box, which is okay because it would have added to the shipping to Australia, I would imagine. So I'll just take her out. Okay, so it comes wrapped in a really nice hairnet, and it has some cardboard filling underneath. Okay, so there are some clips holding it down, as you can see just here. Okay, so I managed to get the hair out of the hairnet, and this is what she looks like. Wow, it is quite thick. I'd say it's a pretty medium density wig. You can't see any wefting, which is really nice. So the color up close, as I mentioned, is a light gray, but it is leaning more towards lilac. So, you know, you could pass this off as a lilac wig. Let me talk a little bit about the cap construction before I go into shade and before I try it on. So it has some tinted lace. I'm quite pale at the moment, so I'll probably have to go in and powder this lace front once I've cut it off, obviously, to match my skin tone. So I'll use a lighter powder that's closer to my skin tone. So it comes with extended lace. It is Swiss lace, so it is quite soft. I'll have to trim that off, as I mentioned, and that's the inside of the cap. It's a basic cap. It is open wefts. It has some adjustable straps with these little hook closures. It has a comb in the back, and it has two combs in the front. So this also has a 6-inch deep middle part. The middle part is hand tied. I don't know if you can see that. My lighting isn't too great today. There you go. So, oops, there you go. So yeah, that's the lace part that you can see right there. It is tinted. There are two combs on either side. I won't need those for obvious reasons, but yeah, I'll keep them on for now and then remove them a little bit later. So yeah, your basic cap and basic cap construction. The hair is a light yaki texture. So for those of us who wear medical wigs and don't really know what a light yaki texture is, it's not your smooth, silky hair texture. It is a little bit more coarse and perhaps a little bit more dry, and that gives the effect of actual realness, because there is absolutely zero shine. No, there's zero shine to this wig, so it looks pretty damn good. And I can't wait to try it on. You can see some of the colors picking out actually, and it is going to be so pretty. So this is a peekaboo style shade. It has your main color on front, and it has a layer inside of this really cool rainbow pastel streaks and highlights coming through in the middle. So that's going to be really cool, and hopefully you can see that when I wear it as well. So before I cut the lace, I'm actually going to pop it on and show you what it looks like, and then I'll go ahead and cut the lace and add some powder and come back. So before I actually put it on, I'm struggling. The bra strap or the adjustable strap that's in the back, they're sewed down, so the little hook can't actually pass through. So I might just leave it hanging off when I try it on. So that's a negative in my book. Yeah, so let's try it on anyway. So here she is on. I have an average head size. There's a little bit of bulk just here in the top, but otherwise around the perimeter of my head, I must say that is a very good fit. So this is probably made for someone who has a little bit more hair, bio hair underneath. I don't have that bio hair, so it is a bit bulky. If I really wanted to, I could sew together some of those wefts and cut them and trim them so that I wouldn't have the bulk, but this is what she looks like on, and wow, I really love this shade. It is beautiful, as you can tell. I can't stop running my hands through it. There's a little bit of tangling, not a lot, but it looks great. I love it. So let me do a 360 to see what she looks like from all sides, and I'll go into a little bit more detail about the hair itself and the shade so I can show you the peekaboo. So this is the front. How cool is this wig? Seriously, I love it. Okay, so let me demonstrate this really cool peekaboo style. I don't know if any of the shades came through. There it is. So if I actually pull a little bit back, you can see some of that rainbow underneath. Yeah, I really like that. Okay, so I'm gonna go off camera and trim this lace, and I'll put it back on and be back in a few minutes. Okay, so I have cut the lace. As I mentioned, it's a tinted Swiss lace, so it is very, very soft, and it might need a bit of powder to match my skin tone a little better. But let me do a bit of a close-up so you can see what the part looks like. I don't know if it will focus on my part, but it is quite deep. As I mentioned, it's 6 inches. It's only a center part, but you can pluck some, you can powder the root to make it a little bit more intense. I'm not going to do that right now. The fiber, as I mentioned, is a light yaki. So it's not a party wig fiber, so it's not that shiny plasticky fiber. It's quite soft, it's very natural feeling, and it is heat friendly. So you can style this up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what Celsius is, I'll put it up there, but I imagine it's around 160 to 180. So you can add some curl and it would look fantastic, and more of that peekaboo rainbow would show up as well. So I really like this wig. For those of us who don't have any hair and want to know what the ear coverage is like, I'll do a bit of a close-up so you can see. I mean, it's not the best construction in terms of ear coverage or ear tabs, but you've got a lot of coverage there. I could probably even pull this back if I wanted to and leave some hair out. So for those of us who have no hair, I would say this is great ear coverage, probably better than some of my more expensive wigs. And the density of this, if you don't like thick hair, I'd probably say avoid it, but it's really cool. It's quite thick, it'll look great with curl. I'll get my comb and give it a bit of a comb through. It's very easy to comb, and I don't think it'll knot necessarily when or if you wear it out, because it is such a nice texture and it is so straight. You probably won't see any knotting or very, very little tangling, especially at the nape area because of the length and where it's hitting. So in terms of length, there is no length on any of the Janet Collection websites or any of the other websites that I've looked on, but I'd have to say it's hitting just on my shoulder bones, and I'm quite short. I'm 5'2", so this is probably around 12 inch maybe even closer to 14-inch, I'd say. But yeah, this is such a great style. I really love it. So I quickly jumped off camera to powder the part because you couldn't actually see it. Now it's a little bit more visible. I just used Maybelline Fit Me powder. I just have the loose powder, so whatever you have on hand and a little brush. I use a little flat brush because it's just easier to get a bit of line. And then, so once I put the powder, I then just kind of flap around because it's really hard just to put it on the part. So I hope I've done this justice because I really do enjoy it. I don't usually wear such an intense middle part. I don't think you can move it around any other, no. You wouldn't be able to move this around any other way. So you're kind of stuck with a middle. I do like it with a bit more powder in the part. As you can see, it's getting a bit bulky here, so I might have to sew down some of those wefts. So this is a great wig. I mean, I would even wear this to work. I know some people don't like wearing colour or don't feel very comfortable wearing colour, but I love it. I would absolutely wear this one to work. And because it is a bit more muted and it's not shiny and it's not overly bright, so it is quite pastel, I think a lot of people can get away with wearing it, especially on like a casual Friday or something like that. So we have the races coming up in Australia very soon, and I think I might even wear this to the races with my work event, and yeah, I think it'll look great. So my final thoughts on this wig for someone who has never worn a fashion wig or an affordable fashion wig from a beauty supply store before is I absolutely love it. It's super comfortable. I'm not wearing a wig cap and it's super comfortable. It's really nice density. It's fantastic texture. I love the Peekaboo rainbow. It is gorgeous. And yeah, even the rooting's not too bad after you've added a little bit of powder to the middle part. But I love it for $30 odd and, you know, a bit of extra shipping for Australia. It's still a lot more affordable than a lot of the medical wigs out there and some of the coloured medical wigs. So I would definitely say give this a try if you're in the market for a colourful wig. You know, if you've never tried these types of fashion wigs before from a bald girl, I could say that they're super comfortable. Yeah, you can't see any wefting, or I hope you can't. I shall put a note up here if you can see wefting. Yeah, but it's super, super pretty, and I keep playing with it because that's how pretty I think it is. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll leave a few links down below to some of the websites you can buy this at. I purchased mine from Elevate Styles, but there are a few wig companies or a few more online stores that you can purchase this from. I know that Wig Types has it, and I've seen, I think, a few on eBay, especially for my Australian sisters. Because the shipping is a little bit expensive, you might want to think about purchasing a few styles together to reduce that shipping cost, because just one wig, and I think it's about 15 Australian dollars shipping or something like that. It is pretty pricey, so perhaps yeah, think about getting a few styles so you can have a bit of a bigger order, and the shipping is a bit cheaper as well. So thanks again for watching my review of the Janet Collection Chic wig from the Colour Me range. Again, this is PBGRAY with rainbow, and if you've liked this video, please thumbs up to show that you've enjoyed it, and comment down below if there's any other styles that you'd like me to try on. I have a blonde affordable wig coming up very, very soon. But yeah, if there's anything you'd like to see, then let me know, and I will see you guys all soon. Bye.